matchup, we've got a pair of running backs who are hoping for plenty of touches to come their way. It's the Browns going up against the Steelers. So let's get you up to the Steel City. Standing by in Pittsburgh, here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Today, it's an AFC North matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Guyton. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
To get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And with towels waving, we're underway from Heinz Field. To return, it's George Atkinson. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out now come the Cleveland Browns. Robert Griffin III, their quarterback, just trying to salvage his season here at the very end. Of course, the injury, missing a good majority of the year. I don't know. I guess time will tell about this situation, but certainly the marriage hasn't worked as many had hoped.
And I think it puts Hugh Jackson, the head coach, in a really tough spot because I think he wants to see RG3 in extended play. Wants to see how it goes, see what he has to make an offseason determination, but he's also desperately wanting to win a ball game and show the team, hey, guys, what we do around here works when we execute it really well.
They come out here in the eye. Now the third-year man from Alabama State, Isaiah Crowell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Still second down.
Now Griffin on second down. And Barnage has it on the right side. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
It's a nice catch there by Gary Barnage, and there's no getting around it. The emergence of him has been nothing short of stunning, hasn't it?
Yeah, first 6 years, total 44 catches. Then at age 30 last year, he goes for 79.
Who says you don't get better with age?
A first down carry now for Crowell. And some room to work. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup. And the Browns are going to have a first down. You know, Hugh Jackson said early on he was hoping to get Crowell 1,000 yards this season. But just 28 yards in Week 15 might have ended that hope. But you've told me you think he's a building block for these Browns.
I do, and I think that the numbers in this case about Isaiah Crowell don't tell the full story, because remember, this is a team that's played from behind in just about every game this year, which means the running game gets neglected. They have to throw it around the park. That means Isaiah Crowell doesn't touch the ball as much as he needs to. You give him the right number of carries, good game situations, he's a 1,000-yard runner each and every year.
He's got the rookie first-rounder, Corey Coleman. It's a gain of 17 that time. And that'll be good for a Cleveland first.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. And Griffin gives to Crowell. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one. And the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
First carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. And trying to give a lift to this offense today will be the Duke, the former Cane, Duke Johnson.
Comes from a great tradition of runners at Miami of Florida. He's one of the best ones we've seen in recent years. The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB. And that is incomplete. Now, they've got to be a little frustrated here to not complete that on 3rd down after having such a long drive going.
Now, you're talking about going over 70 yards on the drive. Yeah, did you say a little frustrated?
Very frustrated.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm very frustrated. There's no doubt about it. They thought they were going to have a chance to cash in the end zone. Now it looks like it's likely a field goal attempt.
And Parkey's kick is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So it's our visitors who make the first dent in the scoreboard as they get 3 here on the initial drive of the ball game.
Yeah, it's hard to say who actually won that opening drive. On the one hand, anytime you can come in as a road team and get an early lead, you're going to be thrilled. But at the same time, to have the ball as deep in enemy territory as they did and come away with only 3, that's got to be a little bit of a disappointment.
Parkey now following the made field goal to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now we get a look at a Pittsburgh offense led by Ben Roethlisberger. The Steelers, they've kind of taken control of the NFC North. Big Ben leaned on the kicking game in Week 15. Chris Boswell tying a club record with 6 field goals in the win over Cincinnati.
He showed a real veteran flair in that game, didn't he? I'm talking about Ben Roethlisberger, because the adage of take what the defense gives you usually applies well, but you also have to know when to take what you need. And late in the game, after those 6 field goals, they punched over a touchdown, and those were the winning points.
Brown, the lone receiver, left. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got the AFC leader in receiving yards last year, Antonio Brown. 12 yards on the pickup. Okay, give me that stat on Antonio Brown that we dug up before the game.
You mean that stat about how many catches over a 4-year period, that maybe
Correct.
He would be the #1 guy in the NFL if he passed Marvin Harrison, the recent Hall of Famer?
Yes.
That stat?
469, right?
Yeah, he got
That's
it
the
done.
reception number over a 4-year span.
He got it done even though he only had 3 catches in the game at Cincinnati. But let's face it, if he only gets 3 in one game, look out in the next one. He may explode.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Bell, of course, missed the first few games of the season, but still top 5 in the league in rushing. Was, though, held under 100 in Week 15.
Well, he probably used a lot of that in Week 14 at Buffalo when he ran for 236 yards.
I think he's still running against Buffalo.
So he probably left a little behind. But what a matchup issue he is for any defense because of his ability to split out from the backfield and catch the football as well.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Sammy Coates has it complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. A gain of 6 there on first. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
It'll be a gain of 4, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Time for the offensive starters now for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and a guy to watch out wide, Sammy Coates.
A slow start in his rookie season, only caught 1 pass in 2015. They're expecting much bigger things from him, trying to help out that offense. If he can get open, you know his quarterback will find him.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. A first carry now. This is Williams. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And here's the starting crew defensively for Cleveland.
You have to love Jamie Collins. You can use him just about anywhere on the defense. Inside linebacker, outside linebacker, defensive end. He might even play a little bit of safety if you give him the chance.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now Roethlisberger on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Looking sideline, incomplete. Eli Rogers, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. So here we go now, an extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger, a screen to Bell. And a screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
On now, Chris Boswell. He was 29 of 32 in the field goal department last year as a rookie. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So the Browns take the field again on offense as they look ahead to next year. I know a lot of their fans have already done that. They're still in the tough AFC North. They're not avoiding that. But what can they do in the draft to improve?
This is going to sound trite, partner, and I don't mean it to. But what they need to do in the draft is actually hit on players. And that's been the tough part for them. They've had a lot of high draft choices in recent years, but they haven't really panned out. Got guys that were picked at two #1 picks a couple of years ago. Neither one of them with the team at this moment. They've got to hit on the guys that they take in order to improve this roster.
They begin with a run by Crowell. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 20 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Browns a 1st down.
Okay, let's do our version of name dropping here. Let's show off a little knowledge, right? The A-gap. The gap between the center and the guard on either side, right? Both sides. Control that, you're going to control an inside running game.
He had to feel satisfied because he hit that gap, broke the contact. He loves that.
That's the best part, right? That's what he's going to ask the coach to run back on film.
Let me see that one more time.
Show that again, coach. Look how my legs kept churning. I just kept moving, and he did to the tune of a big game.
So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They come out here in the eye. They keep it with Crowell on 1st. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And the starting defensive unit here for Pittsburgh.
Lawrence Timmons comes from a long line of productive Florida State players. And when I say productive, I usually mean spectacular.
Second down following the run. Now Griffin on 2nd down. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Defense looking to hold serve one last time here on 3rd and 7. Play fake to Johnson. Now here's Griffin. He's able to find Hawkins. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front, because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On 2nd down, here's Crowell. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. It's Ross Cockrell that time that made the tackle.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 3rd and 1, Griffin. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Lawrence Timmons. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down. So a field goal apiece, that's all we have here in this first quarter. 3-3 our score. More from the Steel City coming up after this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Snickers. You're off your game when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. He finds Coates complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
I go all the way back to college with Le'Veon Bell. One of the better body transformations I've seen, from a big, thick power back to the guy we see now who can do everything.
And 2 years ago, of course, last year the injury, but 2 years ago over 1,300 yards. I think they think he can top that this year.
I don't think there's any question about it.
Again, it's Bell. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. Goes underneath for Bell. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And he cuts it back right. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And an electric scamper there from the 2nd-round pick in 2013 out of Michigan State.
And how about the way he's remade his body in the NFL? You remember back at Michigan State, big, thick, bruising runner. Yeah, he had some speed, he had some agility, but now he's slimmed down and he's gotten even quicker, which has led to more runs like the one we just saw there.
So it'll be 1st down here after the run. They'll run it with Williams. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. D'Angelo Williams taking it in. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And Charles, he's able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Throwing now, Griffin on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down. 11 yards for number 11.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender. Made him
what do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
On first and 10, it's Griffin. Going underneath for Crowell. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. It's a pickup of 21. And the Browns are going to have a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
From the red zone now, here's Griffin on first down. Looking for someone to throw to. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. Now, last year for Duke Johnson, 104 carries, was kind of held back, though, by that hamstring.
If he's healthy, that number will be eclipsed big time this year. They want to give him some work.
Yeah, 3 down back in Miami. Think he's being groomed for that in Cleveland?
No question about it. They want to make sure they control the football, and he will be a big key to getting it done.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved.
False start, offense. Still first down.
To throw is RG3. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And here now it's 2nd and goal, ball on the 7-yard line. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, here's Griffin. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Javon Hargrave, the big rookie from South Carolina State, with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And Parkey's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it 1st and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
Parkey now following the made field goal to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. They'll pitch it out to Bell. Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, 67 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a 1st down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the 1st down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
Boswell for the extra point. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it ends with a Le'Veon Bell touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And here comes the Steelers defense making their way onto the field. And they did well down near the goal line last time, forcing him to settle for a short field goal.
And in today's day and age, settling for a field goal of that distance is amazing. You can get 3 points now, where it's going to give you only 1 point for the extra point, which will be a little bit longer. But they have to feel fantastic about only giving up 3 in that situation. It could have been so much worse.
Yeah, it could have. Now can they carry that over? Now Griffin on first down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Happy holidays, everyone. It's a great time of year, isn't it? And I know that we've had a blast doing these updates here for Madden. And we certainly hope that you've had a blast receiving them. Now, Week 16, we will not have updates for you, but we'll be back for Week 17.
We will indeed. I like how you just popped in there right after the incompletion. Happy holidays, very enthusiastic. No, certainly, everybody enjoy the time with friends and family, and looking forward to 2017. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 3rd down, Griffin. That escapes the sack. And the pressure getting to RG3. He's brought down for the sack. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
Now the Browns' replacement for Andy Lee at 7th-year man Britton Colquitt on to punt it. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. With it is Brown. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Browns defense getting ready. And a touchdown given up the last time they were out there, so maybe need to refocus a little bit.
And make sure that they don't start finger-pointing with each other, because oftentimes when a touchdown's given up, you say, okay, where did that happen? Who broke down? Who gave it up? Instead, just go back out there, be a unit again, and try and play a little bit better.
Yeah, see if they can play a little bit better on this drive. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. On On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's third down. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. It's a big play. Roethlisberger to Brown. 55 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes, just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. First down and goal. The offense knocking. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And the lead is up to 18 now. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a Le'Veon Bell touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They go play action here on first down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Brandon, I think the NFL in recent years made an absolute brilliant tactical decision, and that was to move a lot of the divisional games to the end of the year in hopes that it would mean something. And, you know, remember at that time it was, hey, we don't want people to rest players down the stretch. Well, I think it's worked brilliantly because we've got some big-time games potentially showing up here at the end of 2016.
Adds intrigue in some big games. Intrigue also, though, because even if you've got two teams that maybe are having bad seasons, they're usually rivals, and that helps at the gate.
It certainly does. Helps in a lot of ways, even if you're not playing for a playoff spot. As you said, if you're a rival, it still gets the interest of the fans.
Now the offense in that middle ground here on third down, 3rd and 5. Now it's Griffin. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
Here's Britton Colquitt now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now Brown. Look at the spin. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Le'Veon Bell making his way back out onto the field now. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how's he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a third time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. And this one caught by Coates. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Let's go. Hey, got 3 down.
On second down, Roethlisberger. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. All right, as we sit here right now, let's look after Week 15 teams that are in. Seahawks clinching NFC West, NFC East Cowboys in, AFC West Raiders, and then, of course, the Patriots out of the AFC East. Who do you like?
I tell you what, it's still hard for me to go against the Patriots, even though we know that Gronk won't play throughout the playoffs. They know how to adjust better than any team in football. But Dallas, I know people want to find a way to knock them out of this deal. I think that youth will be served for Dallas. And what Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott are giving them, I think the rest of the team is feeding off of it.
One team I didn't mention maybe that could make some noise, who?
I would say Green Bay, because they still have a chance to win the NFC North in a showdown possibly with Detroit in the final week of the season.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down.
Here we go.
On third down, Roethlisberger. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. Hayward Bay has it over the middle. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few 1st downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. The Steelers want to continue to give their fans something to cheer about in the second half. The Browns haven't played horribly, but will need to improve if they want to win this one. So here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Browns with the ball, end of the first. The pass ends up being picked off. Timmons is in position, and he is the one who comes away with the ball. Offense now with the shot after the pick. Williams is going to look for a gap, and he capped off the long drive with the TD. That puts them up by a touchdown. 3rd down, inches to go. Bales is going to take it off the left edge, and he'll take it in for the touchdown. The lead now at 11. Now 3rd and 8. Roethlisberger looks long here to Brown. And the play will come to an end after a gain of 55. Steelers still on the field. Bale's going to take it up the middle. And he caps off the 2-play drive with the score. That takes the lead up to 18.
All right, Larry, indeed a one-sided affair to this point as we get set for half 2. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And now the Browns defensive unit trots back out. They're losing here as we begin the third quarter, trying to stop this from being a bigger deficit.
I used to play for a coach who always talked about getting the other team's attention. And in this case, they want to let them know that you're going to do the dictating from here on out, not the other way around.
Trying to impose their will as we start the third. The second half starts with a carry by Bell. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Jamar Taylor will be credited with a tackle.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
They'll go again with Bell, and he'll get this only up to about the 35. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. And able to find Green. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Now it's 2nd and 7.
Key 26, key 26. Single. Black 80.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Second down following the run. On the counter, here's Bell. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop.
But he was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
In the red zone this time. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Brown, the lone receiver, left. On second down, Roethlisberger. He's got his tight end. That's James. Touchdown, Steelers. Jesse James, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now a play fake here on first down. Caught left side. It's Barnage. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
They come out here in the eye. Griffin going to give to Crowell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They'll run it again with Crowell. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense. On 3rd and 1, Griffin. And he finds Barnage. He's got it.
Holding offense.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag.
Third and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. On 3rd down, Griffin. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. The 2014 Pro Bowler, Lawrence Timmons, in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And we put our focus now on Le'Veon Bell. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
And tough starting field position here. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. He'll get the football here. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The give is to Bell. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. 3rd down from the 2, 4th down lurking, but one more shot here. What do you do, Charles?
I think you run it here. Try and create some space, get your punter a little bit more room, and if you're really lucky, you get enough space to get a 1st down. But I think right now the big thing is take care of the football, get space for your punter, and get rid of the ball.
Mr. Conservative.
Yeah, I do kind of wear that well, don't I?
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
So part of the next time we see this coaching staff, I want you to have my back here, because that was really kind of a white flag type of a play, almost a little bit of a surrender. Just turn and hand it to the big guy, get what you can, and be prepared to kick the ball away.
Here's Jordan Berry now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, if there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
On 1st and 10, it's Griffin. And a hook up over the middle to Pryor. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Simple slant route, and partner, really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now it's Crowell. And some space here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They come out here in the eye. They go play action here on first down. He's got time. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman. And now it's second down.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Griffin. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pickup there, a 22.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now Griffin on first down, and that's incomplete. That time they were looking for the former Auburn Tiger, Ricardo Lewis, and it's second down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Second and 10, once again, Griffin. He's going to let it go deep for the into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off, William Gay. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Another pistol look here. A give to Bell. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
4 yards remaining now on 2nd down. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Backing up. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense. From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. And able to find Green. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now a play fake here on first down. Finding time. Over the middle here to Coates. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now Bell. And some room to maneuver. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They'll get 17 yards there. And it'll give the Steelers a first down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Alert, alert. 3 down.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
3 down.
They come up with one running back. That's Bell. He's going to get the football. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally coughed it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command. And now the Browns offense trots back onto the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit. Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. 2nd down now after the pass completion. Now Griffin on 2nd down. And Barnage has it on the right side. Give him 30 yards there.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
And now a first down following that long gain. On first down, Griffin. Coleman has it here right side. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Griffin will throw again. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll throw on first down with Griffin. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Throwing now, Griffin on first down. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. They'll come out in the pistol. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved.
False start, offense. Still second down.
After the penalty, it's Crowell. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 3rd down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in 3rd and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in 3rd and manageable. They've got a chance at a first down.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashard Higgins, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better? Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. They come up with 1 running back. That's Bell. And they'll give it to him here. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They'll run it with Bell. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. Out of the pistol, it's Bell. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's hard to call that run a win for the offense, but in a lot of ways it was. Hitting the backfield, fights his way back. He ends up with no gain, but it certainly could have been a whole lot worse.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Now Griffin on 1st down. This is complete to Hawkins. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. On second down. Here's Griffin. A little dump off for Crowell. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
First and 10, it's Griffin. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Second and 10, once again, Griffin. It's caught. It's Barnage over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Five yards to gain here on third down. To throw again is Griffin. He finds Coleman. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
They'll throw on first down with Griffin. Surveying the field. Going underneath for Crowell. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 9 on the play. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3, this is where the ball goes anymore. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Second and 10 now. Griffin caught left side. It's Barnage. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved.
False start, offense. Still third down.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. On third down, Griffin. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And the Steelers set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here's Bell. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Second down, 8. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They come out here in the eye. On third down, here's Bell. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. And Le'Veon's mother, Lisa, she grew up a huge Steelers fan, so she's got to love this. Her team's winning. Her son's doing the thing for her team. All good, right?
Did she have a plug into the scouting department, into the front
Maybe
office
she was
to make sure this
calls.
happened? That's a big-time deal for her right there. How happy is she out of big? A lifelong dream of her team with her baby starring on it.
This is Bell. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
5 yards left for the offense. It's 2nd down. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.